but everything's gonna be good for Vegas. Because I'm gonna be there a week from tonight.
Nice.
Everything's gonna be really nice for Vegas though. His voice is good. You guys are in a good mood.
Even the I'm in a terrible mood. Look at me.
Look at so nice to meet you, man.
You too, man.
God bless you,
Who do you
man.
think is the best
God bless
guitarist
you.
of all time? No, who do you think? Who do you think is the best guitarist of all time?
Best guitarist of all time.
Besides yourself.
No, definitely not me. Best guitarist of all time. How can you ask a question like this? It's a list. It's not one person. I mean, you got
Name a couple.
so many. Name a couple. Okay, as far as technical proficiency, you have new guys like Sean Lane, who is departed, Guthrie Govan. You have guys that were just so musical and beautiful, like Brian May and people like that.
alright,
You have guys that
alright.
just had so much persona, so much energy, like Angus Young. I mean, there's a reason that the legends are legends, because they just had, it's not just the guitars, their whole, everything that they are, every, you know what I mean? I can't talk.
I want to interrupt one thing though.
Yeah.
I heard that Eddie Van Halen one year said that Phil Keaggy, have you heard of Phil Keaggy?
Yeah.
They said that
That's
he
his
was the
favorite?
best ever in the world. And he's
Really?
a Christian guitarist, and I love him.
That's
I've met
interesting.
him.
Damn.
Phil Keaggy is one of my
I'm surprised that
favorite.
he would choose that. He always seemed to be more into Alan Holdsworth. And,
Yeah, I don't
and-
know that though for a fact.
Interesting,
You're
but
familiar
yeah.
with this work?
Little bit. Not enough to
He's
say.
really creative.
But yeah, that's
Phil
interesting.
Keaggy,
Wow.
he's really awesome.
Actually, Eddie Van Halen. For me, he changed everything, and he's the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
that like.
Well, I got
opened
two
my
quick
eyes.
questions. How did you get your name first?
All right, Bumblefoot is a disease called ulcerative pododermatitis. My wife is a veterinarian. While she was studying veterinary medicine, I was holding the book open for her, and this disease came about. One of the ways you treat it is you rub hemorrhoid cream on a turkey's foot and wrap it in a ball bandage. And it was so ridiculous. So I wrote a song called Bumblefoot about this, superhero kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I had my first solo album. I was signed in the mid-90s. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna call it The Adventures of Bumblefoot. Every song is being named after a different animal disease, and it was this wacky album, and it was cool. After that was done, I started my band, and it was a very System of a Down, Faith No More kind of primacy thing. So the name Bumblefoot fit as a band name. And over time, having that band and being the guy who sings, who writes, who plays, who does it all in it, it just became like a nickname. So that's kind of how it happened. It just
How did Axel tap you to get into Guns N' Roses? I mean, how did that all happen?
that is a long story.
Did he know you before? While he was
Kinda. It was a weird thing. It was 2 years before I joined is when it all started. Like we started talking and everything. Yeah. We never even met. Actually, it was more we were in a big fight. Involved the FBI and everything. I was gonna take them down.
No,
and,
come on.
Yeah, instead I ended up joining the band. Trust me, you wouldn't even believe the book if I wrote
And do
it.
you live out near them? And, I'm familiar with the celebrity security stuff. And,
Nah. I know a couple of nice dudes, but no. I'm just a dude from New York living in Jersey.
you know Beverly Park Estates.